Miguel Ederati deep here in the IBOB vaults, and we're going to go back to UFC 188 Mexico City. That's coming up June 13th this Saturday. We're going to review the undercard fights and the odds for those fights. Many of the undercard fights are going to air on FX, and a couple of them, a sprinkle of at the beginning, will pop up at the UFC's website. So look around. Obviously, the main card's on pay-per-view. We got a different blog for that one, and let's go ahead and get right into it. The flyweight fight, 3 rounds. Main fight on the undercard features Olympian Henry Cejudo at minus 1,000, facing Chico Camus, who's at plus 650. The over-under, 2.5. Overs at minus 220, and the unders at plus 180. Cejudo, obviously the wrestling stud, big favorite here. He wants to get into the title picture really fast. And obviously with the minus 220 on the over, he's not a big finisher yet. He doesn't have the polished MMA skills to get finishes yet, but he can sure abuse you for 3 rounds. Anyway, getting into the next bout at lightweight, you've got veteran Efren Escudero, a little bit of an underdog at plus 135, facing Drew Dober. Dober paying minus 155. The over-under on that's minus 240 on the over, and plus 200 on the under, with the over-under set at 2.5. Following match is at bantamweight. This one's got an over-under at 1.5, so keep your eye out here. Patrick Williams, plus 145. Alejandro Perez, minus 165. The over at minus 185. The under at plus 160. Back over to the lightweights. You got Frank Trevino is an underdog at plus 300, facing Johnny Case, minus 360. The over-under on that one's 1.5. I apologize, 2.5. And the unders at plus 110, and the overs at minus 130. Heading over to welterweights. Welterweights have Augusto Montano favored at minus 155 over Cathal Pendred, plus 135. Pendred from Ireland. They've been bringing him along after his appearance on the reality show. 3-0. I mean, he's a nice kid. He's a hard-working kid. He's got a lot of support back in Ireland. Just, I don't know if he's now on the undercard. He hasn't been able to break through or get into the main card, and I'm not sure his skill set is going to be graduating to the main card anytime soon. He's an underdog in this fight. The last 2 fights on the card are featherweights. You got Gabriel Benitez at plus 210 facing Clay Collard, who's at minus 250. The over-under is 2.5, with the over at minus 155 and the under at plus 135. And the opening bout is at welterweight. You got Andrew Todd Hunter plus 335 facing Albert Tumanov, who's at minus 420. Over-under on that one's 1.5. And the over's at minus 105 and the under's at minus 115. So that one could go either way there. Anyway, that's the undercard odds. Take a look. The UFC is this weekend on Saturday, and we will talk to you after the fights.